and welcome to tonight's special City Council meeting. It's my honor to welcome you to City Hall. We begin our council meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like to ask the distinguished and the respected and the valued Officer Solner to please lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Officer. Our first order of business tonight, folks, is to open the public hearing on an annexation agreement by and between the City of Geneva and Bullock Holdings LLC. But first, we got to take the roll call, don't we? Kosrog was looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? So my apologies.
Bowering? Here. Bruno?
Bruno here.
Ruby? Kilberg?
Here.
Kasserag?
Here.
Maladra?
Here.
Marks?
Here.
Mayor? Here. Paschke? Here. Swanson?
Here.
For those in the audience, Alderperson Bruno is joining us remotely. He's not visible simply because the map is on the screen right now. So with that, item number one, public hearing on annexation agreement by and between the City of Geneva and Bullock Holdings LLC. I will entertain a motion from the council members to open the public hearing. Is there a motion? Was that Kasserag?
No,
That was Kilberg and Marks. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Bruno, I.
Bruno, aye. The public hearing is open for the privilege of anyone joining us who wishes to comment on this matter. This matter is regarding the annexation only. It is not regarding any other issue that's present on our agenda this evening, simply the annexation. So I will pause to see if anyone joining us wishes to. Annexation agreement, right.
Mr. Mayor, would you like us to introduce the project during this public hearing?
We're gonna do so after the public hearing is closed.
Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Kilberg with the motion, Bowering with the second. All in favor of closing the public hearing, please indicate by saying aye.
Bruno, I.
Public hearing is closed. With that, we will welcome our guests. The great skier of our time.
Thank you for.
We met earlier, that's why I,
Thank you for those kind words.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
My name's Pat Costello. I represent Bullock Holdings. I am not going to belabor the points. We have two people I'd like to introduce who are going to speak. First is going to be Glenn Bullock, and then Eric Heitman is going to present some of the plans. So, Glenn, if you'd like to introduce your family, the project, and your vision behind it.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So thank you for having us here tonight and approving the agenda for, or not approving the agenda, but having the agenda to us be here. But we're, so Bullock Holdings is a family entity. So our family has started a family entity, and Antunes is the manufacturing business that's been in our family since 1955. And we're on the third generation, the fourth generation soon to come, and my wife and I are the owners, so Jane Antunes Bullock. So I married into the family, and then Janice is our daughter. She's in the third generation, and then at the last meeting we had fourth generation, but the kids had other commitments tonight, which
More important commitments?
more
Yes,
important
of course,
commitments.
I
I think they had to
respect
do their homework. So,
Yes.
but it just as part, just our vision for this, we is just give you a little bit of background on Antunes. We're really a company that really talks about our people and the community that we're in. So we're currently in Carroll Stream. We've been there 24 years. Before that, we were in Addison for 40 years or so. And we're really looking at building into the next campus that we can house everything we want to do for our team members and the community as well. So we really talk a lot about our people and about creating an atmosphere within our company that helps people grow and can expand our reach with our team members, their family members, and the community around us. So we're manufacturing. We have about 400 team members in our Carroll Stream facility right now. We plan our growth projection is in the next 5 to 6 years. We'll have about 1,000 team members. So you'll see by the different phases that we're going through, we're growing pretty quickly. We sell to, so just to give you a little bit of background, we sell restaurant equipment to people like McDonald's, Burger King, Yum Brands, which is KFC and Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Sonic, Chick-fil-A, almost every major, what we call QSR, quick service restaurants, we sell to around the world. So we also have a factory in Suzhou, China, and we have a factory in Chennai, India, and then we have sales offices in Madrid, Spain, and sales office in Kenya, in Nairobi, Kenya, and then a sales office in Shanghai. So we're a global company. We sell we sell into about 150 countries. And one of the things we take a lot of pride in too is when different countries come into to our facility, we always raise their country flag. So we have plenty of flag poles for different countries that come in. So we're really looking at this to be a global experience for all of our team members and our visitors and the community. And you'll see through the layout, we're just pretty excited about how we can do that and be a player in the Geneva, city of Geneva, and the community around us. So, any other questions?
Any questions for Mr. Bullock? I know we're going to have more details presented,
Yeah,
but
right.
we certainly are honored to have you and Mrs. Bullock here as well, and of course, my Augustana friend and alum,
Yeah,
Jan,
that's
so thank
right.
you. Thank
Okay,
you very much.
thank you.
Good evening. My name is Eric Heitman. I'm an architect with Heitman Architects, and I'm really excited to present the Bullock Campus project to you this evening. The project is generally located south of Division Street and Kirk Road. Our site is adjacent to the Hillwood Development and Eastside Sports Complex. This is a multi-phase project. The first phase being a manufacturing facility for Antunes. Second phase would be the moving the headquarters for Antunes. So that is an office expansion of that first phase building. You'll see we have a video that I'd like to show you, and as it goes through, it'll explain how the phasing goes, and it'll begin to kind of speak to the architecture of the development.
Excellent.
So here we are, flying down into the site, and what you see on the screen is the site plan for Phase 1. So as part of the Phase 1 construction, the earthwork, the ponds that will be stormwater detention will all be done. The roadways that you see will be in place. Phase 2 brings about, like I said, the construction of the headquarters and a manufacturing, but also a retail building, which is at the bottom left corner. Phase 4, at the top left corner, is a retreat center. So spoke to early, the retreat center would be a 10 to 12 unit, like a hotel or for visitors, the global visitors are coming to visit the headquarters. So flying down, you see extensive trees planted. The idea is that we would create a very natural landscape. The ponds would be very naturalized ponds with kind of native planting. You see before you in the foreground is showcase kitchen. So also as part of the Phase 1 construction would be a showcase kitchen where Antunes would show kind of the latest and greatest technologies that they're introducing to restaurants across the world. Also kind of a big part of the glass facade is the kind kind of break room cafeteria for their employees. Once the building is fully built out, having a large break cafeteria area would be is very appropriate. It's a precast structure. You can see some of the materials here, limestone walls lining the pond. This also speaks to the idea of like transparency. So here, looking at the what will be the employee entrance, you can see through the building, and so part of the character of this building is creating lots of daylight in the workplace that you're going to be able to see into not only the showcase kitchen and the amenity space for the employees, but also into the factory itself. So they're very proud of the work that they're doing. It's very exciting. They are a completely vertical integrated business, and so when we visited their facilities in Carroll Stream, they're doing everything from creating breaking the boxes that their products will be shipped in to creating the motherboards for the equipment as well. So this will be a very advanced manufacturing facility with also the future phases trying to bring the community in to really share an environment that I think will be very special for the community. And I'd be happy to show the video or kind of
Absolutely.
show it again. So,
Is there music?
there's no music. It flew through a lot faster than I remembered it. So and we have 2D plans that we can also if you'd like to see, but I was trying to keep it brief tonight.
Oh, this is great.
When these future phases pop up, you'll see that phase 2, the office expansion, manufacturing, and then that phase 2 retail space. Phase 4 at the bottom right end of the site, the idea is that would be a school, a small school for primarily for employees. So if you are an employee of Antunes, you would have childcare, education for your kids on site. Similarly, the retail space that would occupy this corner, while not kind of shown in that model, that would also have a restaurant to serve food, not just to employees, but also to the community. It would have a wellness center and also a small like sundry shop, like grocery store. So, yeah, please come on in.
So the whole thought of we're calling it an activity center. At our current facility, we have a clinic. So Advocate runs a clinic for us at our current site. So all the pharmacy, anyone that has that is on our insurance plan can use Advocate clinic on site. We also have a wellness center that is a gymnasium really with different apparatuses to it that we want to put into that activity center. And the thought is, since we're in the food service industry, we're going to have like a food court. So we're going to have 3 different menu items. We're not sure what they are yet, but we'd like to have 3 different menu items in that food court. And then also on this phase 1, we're looking at putting a vertical farm on the roof. So what we want to be able to do is grow some of our food that we're going to use in our test kitchen, and also for our team members for cooking food in that, and then also use some of that food for the grocery store that we're putting in the activity center as well. So, we really want to, like we said, we want to bring the community into this, and that would be used for the whole community. And then the school also, we want to make sure, the first right of refusal will be our team members. But then, obviously, we believe there's going to be extra room for community. So it'll be a private school K through 8. And the third thing we'll put, and this is phase 5, so this is still quite a few years down the road, but our goal would be to put an auditorium on the site, and that's in the plans right now. And this auditorium would be for our town hall meetings that we have. So when we have town hall meetings, the auditorium will hold anywhere from 500 to 600 people, and then we're hoping that the community may want to use it for any type of community plays or shows or anything else. So that's kind of the thought of it. And then the retreat center that Eric mentioned, here again, like he said, we have a lot of team members from around the world, plus customers that come in. We're going to encourage them to use the retreat center, but also that retreat center could be used for, if someone wants a family reunion, we're going to kind of open it up that it could be rented out as a venue for the community as well. So that's just some more thoughts about the vision that we have.
So no movie theaters or anything else, or it's like, you know,
Not yet.
not yet.
We could have movies in the.
I'm sure you could.
In the auditorium.
I'm sure you could.
I remember growing up, we had movies in auditoriums at our high school, so that was, gosh, too long ago.
And I'd be happy to answer any questions or run the video again if you'd like, but otherwise,
Questions
thank
for
you.
our friend Mr. Heitman or Mr. Bullock from the dais. Alderperson Maladra.
Sorry. So this is very big vision, very ambitious. How many employees do you think are going to be here on any given day?
So right now, we have 400 team members, and we believe once this is all built out and everything else, we should have between 1,500 and 2,000.
Is that worldwide or is 400?
Well, yeah, so our facility in China right now, we have 50 team members. In India, we have 12 to 15 right now, and we're building that out. We just built a new building in Chennai, India, which is 43,000 square feet. We anticipate probably maxing out in India about at 100, in China maxing out about 100. And then eventually, I mean, just with the demographics and everything else, and our vision has always been to have localized manufacturing in different countries or in different continents. So the next continent we're looking at is Africa, because Africa is growing a lot, especially with food. So that would probably be our next. So, as we continue to grow, we'll be doing localized manufacturing. So this facility would strictly be for North and South America.
So the 1,300 here and then
Yeah.
X number of visitors?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Thank you.
And also, just to add to that too, so from because I know a lot of discussion's been on truck traffic and that too. With our facility, I mean, we've done all the studies, and even at our maximum, in 10 years from now, we anticipate maximum maybe 15 trucks in the morning dropping off. So in the morning is when we have our drop off of our components, and then in the afternoon is when we ship out our containers. So, it's we believe a total of 30 trucks a day coming in and out of our facility. So,
Anyone else on the dais? Questions, comments from Mr. Heitman or Mr. Bullock? Thank you. Alderperson Bruno, any questions from you, sir?
No, thank you.
Very well. We appreciate the presentation very much. We're going to jump through the items on the agenda. The items of business, ladies and gentlemen, item 2A, which requires 2/3 vote, which I will also be voting on, is to consider ordinance number 2024-06, authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement by and between the City of Geneva and Bullock Holdings LLC. Motion by Bowring, seconded by Patchke. Ms. Dawkins, is there anything you want to add to this? Okay. Any questions prior to taking the vote? The Honorable Clerk will please take the vote, including my vote.
Bowering? Aye. Bruno?
Bruno, aye.
Kilberg?
Aye.
Kasserag?
Aye.
Maladra?
Aye.
Marks?
Aye.
Mayor?
Aye.
Paschke?
Aye.
Swanson?
Aye.
Mayor Burns.
Aye. With 10, with 10 votes in the affirmative, 0 in the absent, and 0 in the negative, and 1 absent, the annexation agreement by and between the City of Geneva and the Bullock LLC has been approved. Item 2B, simple majority is required to pass this item. I will also vote on this item, and this item is to consider ordinance number 2024-07, annexing parcels 12-01-200-044 and 12-01-200-045 to the City of Geneva.
So moved.
Motion by Kilberg. Seconded by Kosarog. Any questions or comments regarding item 2B? Alderperson Bruno, any questions, sir?
No, thank you.
The clerk will take the roll. Again, a simple majority is required, and I will also be casting a vote.
Kilberg,
Aye.
Kasserag,
Aye.
Maladra,
Aye.
Marks,
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
Paschke,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Bowering,
Aye.
Bruno,
Bruno, I.
Mayor Burns.
Aye. With 10 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 1 absent, item 2B has been approved by this city council. Item 2C is a simple majority required. I do not vote on this matter. Item 2C is consider ordinance number 2024-08, granting a zoning map amendment to rezone parcels 12-01-200-044 and parcel 12-01-200-045 from the RR Rural Single Family Residential District to the I-1 Light Industrial District upon annexation. Is there a motion? So moved. Marks makes the motion, seconded by Patchke. Questions or comments regarding item 2C? Alderperson Bowering?
My apologies for not getting this into staff earlier today, but I just wanted to confirm, I noticed that there are other, given the scope of the project, there are other considered uses that might fall outside of light industrial that are noted, that I'm sure that's taken care of in the annexation agreement. I just wanted to make sure they don't have to come back to get further approval later on for any of those. Is that right? Okay. Light industrial encompasses it, or we don't, or that's part of the annexation agreement? Oh, thank you.
So the PUD ordinance does address
Okay.
the additional uses
So I'm
as
not even on the
additional
right
uses to
item
the
now.
I-1 district.
Cool. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Item 2C. Clerk Kellick, please take the roll. Simple majority required to approve this by this council.
Marks,
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
Paschke,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Bowering,
Aye.
Bruno,
Bruno, I.
Kilberg,
Aye.
Kasserag,
Aye.
Maladra.
Aye.
With 9 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 1. Questions from the dais? Clerk Kellick, please take the roll. Simple majority required, ladies and gentlemen.
Bowering,
Aye.
Bruno,
Bruno, I.
Kilberg,
Aye.
Kasserag,
Aye.
Maladra,
Aye.
Marks,
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
Paschke,
Aye.
Swanson.
Aye.
With 9 votes in the affirmative, 0 votes in the negative, and 1 absent, item 2D has been approved by this council. Item 2E, consider ordinance number 2024-10, granting a preliminary and final plat of subdivision for the Bullock campus. Patchke makes the motion, Kosarog makes the second. Questions or comments from the dais? Or from the basement of Alderperson Bruno's home?
There are no questions from the basement.
Turn a light on, we can't see you.
I can't
Clerk-
see
no,
you.
turn
I
this
don't
camera
know.
up. I'm just kidding. Oh, you can't?
Is that text?
Oh, that's, yeah, I'm just, yeah. We prefer not to see him, it's all good. Clerk Kellick, roll call, please. Simple majority, ladies and gentlemen.
Paschke,
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Bowering,
Aye.
Bruno,
Bruno, I.
Kilberg,
Aye.
Kasserag,
Aye.
Maladra,
Aye.
Marks,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
9 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 1 absent carries item 2E by this city council. Item 2F, consider resolution 2024-32, granting a final plat of planned unit development and site plan approval for Phase 1 of the Bullock campus.
So moved.
Mr. Kilberg, Alderperson Kilberg makes the motion.
Second.
Seconded by Kasserag. Questions or comments from the dais? Yes, Alderperson Mayor.
Sorry, David, this is the one that I had a question on. So I saw the renderings, I saw the things within the packet, but is there a document that travels just with this, the Phase 1,
So,
including landscape?
right, the Phase 1 plat of PUD addresses the initial warehouse phase, all the public improvements for Division Street, stormwater, and external landscaping.
Okay, all right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyone else in the dais? City Clerk Kellick, please take the roll.
Kilberg,
Aye.
Kasserag,
Aye.
Maladra,
Aye.
Marks,
Aye.
Mayor. Aye. Paschke.
Aye.
Swanson,
Aye.
Bowering,
Aye.
Bruno.
Bruno, aye.
Item 2F has been approved by this council with 9 affirmative votes, 0 nay votes, and 1 absent. How's that? Woo! Public comment. Anyone joining us in the audience this evening who wishes to address the council, bring up issues of concern? This is your chance to speak, our chance to listen. It's a tough crowd out there, man. It's like, new business from the dais. Alderperson Kilberg.
I think this is a wonderful project. I think this is going to be a real asset for the community. It's going to provide employment. I think it's going to bring a number of new residents over time to our community. We welcome you, and we look forward to the progress of your project, and we wish you only the best.
Anyone else from the dais? If not, dare I ask for a motion to adjourn this special council meeting? So moved. Motion by Bowering. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bruno, aye.
Bruno, aye. We are adjourned, ladies and gentlemen. Microphones and cameras are off.